Hello guys, it's Marco Pasolini here from Marco Pasolini Health Clinic, Fulham Broadway, London. Your qualified osteopath still here for you. And today we'd like to talk about your lumbar disc here in your lower back, in between your vertebral joints. So important, really important to absorb all the loads from the spine, through the curves of the spine, down to your hips, through your legs and onto your feet. Alright, it's so important to look after it. And so important as well in your everyday life to be aware of how you sit, how you stand, how you move your body. Okay, think about when you sit on your chair in the office, when you go to the gym to do your favorite training program, when you play sports, when you stand still, when you do physical job, when you do your chores at home, you're cleaning, everything. So let me tell you that statistically, young people suffer of bulge disc and degenerative process in the disc in the lumbar spine in a percentage of 35-40%, and of course the percentage increase if we talk about older people, but it doesn't necessarily mean they suffer it. They can live entire life, their lifespan with no pain, with no symptoms at all. Of course, there is a genetic part of it, but I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about our lifestyle, okay, our mindfulness of the body, of the disc. Hold on and listen up carefully, because now I'm gonna give you some very impressive numbers. Okay, an important experiment has been carried out many years ago. Some people took a man who was 70 kilos weight and stuck some needles. I mean, people, scientists, all right? It was a proper and serious experiment. So actually, what they did, they stuck some needles in between the L4, L5 disc, all right, which is like a cushion, okay, absorbing all the loads, okay. It's nice, you can see it. And they measured how much pressure was put onto this by asking the person to move, to sit down, to maintain certain position or doing certain movements, all right? Carrying stuff, carrying weights. And let me tell you that lying down flat was 25 kilos of weight onto the disc. 75 kilos if the subject was lying on the side. And actually, listen up, standing still is 100 kilos on pressure on the disc. Sitting upright is 45 kilos of pressure on the disc. But hold on, really tight, because now the numbers I'm gonna tell you are very impressive. So standing with bending forward tiny bit with no weight was 180 kilos on your disc. Standing, bending forward, holding 5 kilos of weight, okay, was 220 kilos of pressure on the disc. And listen up, all the people who got an office job, a sedentary job, or sitting down for long hours, sitting down, slouching, was 220 kilos of pressure on the disc. And slouching, I mean sitting down with a bit of bending forward, so you can see, you can think about you watching the TV on your favorite sofa, very comfortable sofa, slouching and sitting slouching with a bit of weight on your shoulder, on your chest, was 275 kilos, yes. So a massive number, massive pressure on the disc. That's why we need to look after it. We need to make sure our body is strong enough and flexible enough. You can come to see me for a postural check and see if there is anything to fix, anything to improve actually, and I can give you some advice, some exercise. That's so important to start looking after your disc.